available. And then Steve, what are you looking like?
Okay, yeah, so this is the October DeKalb County Community Resource Network meeting. This is this is a gathering of different community-based organizations and what have you that operate in and around DeKalb County. So let's say we typically meet every second Monday. We're meeting every third Monday here due to the holiday. So we have about 8 people on. So we're gonna I don't see the presenter on yet. So what I am going to do is we can just go ahead and start the introductions or whatever. I do see the people have signed in. And there go. Some people have signed in. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and start the introductions. I do see some people who have been here before. I haven't seen them the names in a while. So Grady, since you are here standing in for Teresa, go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
Sure, Reg. It's good to see you again. Again, my name is Grady Johnson. I'm just sitting in, listening in on the call today for Teresa Wright Johnson, who is the president owner of Mom Biz Boss. I will be posting just a couple things about some things that Mom Biz Boss has coming up in the next month or so. But that's all I got. Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, and Levante, I see your name. Haven't seen you on in a while. Could you please come on and introduce yourself?
Yes, hi, good afternoon. My name is Levante Jackson. I'm the case manager with the Department of Family and Children Services. I'm excited to be back. I keep missing the Mondays, so I was really grateful that I was able to log on today and catch you all. And I'm just here to network and observe. Thank you.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Thank you, thank you. Okay, Miss Nadine, I see your name. Okay, I'll come back to you, Queen Shantae. I do see your name.
Grand Rising, everyone, and happy Monday. Happy October. Glad to come around. Let's come around one more time. My birthday's tomorrow, so just enjoying life. Glad for another year. Glad to be here and glad to be amongst all of you peers. Thank you so much. I am do I need to introduce the Center for Truth and Healing? Are we doing?
Yes, please.
Okay, all right. Well, I am the founder of the Center for Truth and Healing. We are a Georgia 501c3 nonprofit organization based here in DeKalb County, Georgia, serving DeKalb County, Metro Atlanta, and abroad. Our main program now is the Rosebuds program, where we are focusing on solutions and wraparound support for adults 17 and up, helping them to improve their job skills, get wraparound support through our community partners. I see a couple of them here, and it's always great to be here with you, Reggie. Thanks so much for hosting this meeting.
Likewise. Thank you so very much as well. And I do see some of the people who just came on. I'm going to put the link back in the chat. Make sure you click that so I can put your contact information in there, so people who those who weren't able to, so if you do see someone on the meeting and you want to connect with them and don't have their contact information, I will send this out after. And for those who didn't see the meeting, when they go into the YouTube channel and see the watch the recording, and then they can find out who is here and connect with them. Okay, so it's 12:10. Okay, so I'm gonna go back. I did want to give. I do see a new name. I did want to give Miss Hillary Denson an opportunity to come on and introduce herself, since you are new, and I believe you are from the library. So I want to give you an opportunity to come on and introduce yourself. And I know you had some things that you're wanting to talk about, so I'll give you an opportunity to share that.
Okay, my name is Hillary Denson, and I'm with DeKalb County Public Library. I'm at the Scott Candler branch, which is at 1917 Candler Road. I've been with this system for about 15 years. Did you want me to talk about the program now, or you wanted me to wait a
You can
little
talk
bit?
about it now.
Okay, so the reason why I was invited to this meeting is because I'm hosting a program. It's called Ready Set Baby, and I opened it up for about 15 expected or new mothers to come out and take parenting classes once a week, some kind of class, not necessarily just parenting, but some type of class that will help mommy with baby, once a week on Wednesdays. So far this Wednesday will be our fourth Wednesday. And we've had Morehouse School of Medicine come out and do a safe sleep study. The second week, we had Rose, which is Reaching Our Sisters Everywhere, come out and do a breastfeeding class. On last Wednesday, we had the DeKalb Public Health come out and they talked about their resources, and they also did the child passenger safety class. On this Wednesday coming, we'll have a doula and a yoga instructor come out, and they'll teach them like breathing techniques and exercises during the actual labor. And also, the following week, for participating in the program on that last Wednesday of October, they'll be invited to a baby shower, which is a community baby shower. And we've reached out to different organizations, which is how I got linked up with you all. And we're asking for donations for the mother and baby. Since I have had this program, I have had some outstanding attendance from fathers as well. So if we have some kind of resources for the fathers, then that would also be great. DeKalb Public Health did raffle off 2 pack and plays and a car seat on last Wednesday, and they were saying that they would bring some of those items back on the last Wednesday of the month. So I am just asking for anything that will be helpful for mommy and baby, or just for mommy or for dad. Um, that would be helpful for us on the 29th.
Okay, absolutely, yeah, and yeah, could you put your contact information in the chat?
Sure.
Still fill out the, the
Okay.
form, but put it in the chat just so anyone here directly, because I know sometimes while it's
Okay.
in there on their mind. But yeah, by all means, yeah, we work with all of them closely. Rose definitely loves them. They're part of our network, and as well as the Board of Health. I know we work a close. I don't know if you know Joseph Davis. I believe that's his last name. We are cranking up the Men's Health Task Force again, and
Right.
of course, Dr. Rollins. We've been down with Fathers Matter since the beginning. So yeah, we always love when those organizations wrap the dads in to the prenatal and postnatal and other parenting parenting situations. So love that. Glad that you were here. Hopefully you can come back. But yeah, so that's every Wednesday at Scott Candler, right there on Candler Road. So y'all are right next to the senior center, right?
Yes, yes. We do a lot of engagement with the senior center as well.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Thank you so very much. Okay. It is 12:15. Is there anyone who has anything upcoming? Oh, I'm also, by the way, and a lot of the things that those things that you talked about that they did, I share them in our Facebook group. I did put the link in the chat. So if y'all are on Facebook and you're not following the group, and please by all means get on, because a lot of those things I share on the group. So does anyone have any upcoming events or anything that you would like to share? And if not, then I'll go ahead. I do see Dr. Grange. It is Dr. Grange, right? I want to make sure I get on. So if not, we can go ahead and
I
get.
do.
I do see. Okay, Queen Chantel, I see your hand. Yes.
Yes,
This
yes. Thank you so much, Reggie. And I won't take long, I promise. The Center for Truth and Healing, we are
so when they
celebrating
call on me,
our
y'all, I'm
ninth
gonna have to
annual.
mute. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
sorry.
I'm gonna mute. I was gonna get off live, but
Hello?
Yeah, sorry. She had to meet. Debbie, sorry about that.
Okay. All right. The Center for Truth and Healing, we're celebrating our ninth annual Winter Fun Festival this December the 18th. This is a event that we host for DeKalb County and Metro Atlanta families in need. We provide holiday assistance, a nice hot meal, toys, also additional resources from organizations just like yours. And so we love to partner with you and invite you that if you have a nonprofit organization that is providing a resource that is beneficial to our families, to please reach out so that we can provide space for you so that you can engage with our guests. We also invite you to volunteer if you have an organization and you have volunteers, you like to come out, help us sort toys, feed the families. If you have Toys for Tots approval and you'll have toys and you want to collaborate, we also invite partners to join in with us. This event is December 18th. It's from 5 to 9 p.m. We also do a senior appreciation and holiday party on the same day. And that event is from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., where we are celebrating and honoring the seniors in our community that are 55 and older. So if you have anything that you can contribute, whether you want to give time, if you want to provide a donation, if you want to volunteer and give gifts or whatever your contribution looks like, big or small, we definitely welcome your partnership and collaboration. Again, that's December 18th from 1 to 3 p.m. and 5 to 9 p.m. And you can reach me at truthandhealingorg@gmail.com or info@truthandhealing.org. Thank you. And I'll put my information in the group. Well, actually, Reggie will be sending it out. It's in the spreadsheet.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so very much. Okay, and before I get to you, Dr. Grange, I do see Tracy Ford Bryant. I think I know that name. Are you new here? Have you been here before?
Hi, Reggie. Yes, I am new. I'm new to DICF, so I'm new to this
Oh,
whole platform.
you're a
Yes,
member.
yes.
Okay.
So, yes, so therefore, you know about DICF, and like I said, I am new, so I'm learning what this platform is all about. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. Well, what else do you and your other organization who else do you reckon is at Purple Legacy?
Well, Purple Legacy, it's not a 501(c). We are a real estate investment land developing company here in DeKalb County. We are currently building over in the city of Atlanta, though. But yeah, that's what I do outside of DICF. I didn't know exactly, everything that I could present here. So yeah.
Well, like I say, um, yeah, it's just, this is a sort of informal way we share everything that we do, upcoming events or anything that you do. So, but if you're here representing DICF, that's uh great. It's 12:20. I do see a couple more people who came on. I'm going to go ahead and get with let Dr. Grange get into her presentation now. If you have come on new, I'm going to put this in one more time. Make sure you've clicked the form and put your contact information in. And Dr. Granger, you're going to need to share you're going to need access to share, right? Or you're on mute for me. Oh, Dr. Granger, you're still on mute. We can't hear you.
No problem. I can share. Yeah, and that way if
Okay,
people are busy, they can listen or they can see the visual. So should I start now?
sure.
Okay. All right, you can see my screen.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the presentation slide.
Yes, there's a warning. There we go.
Yep.
Okay.
All
Look at that.
right. So hey everybody, and I don't want you to have to see yourselves. All right, that should be good. So hello everyone. I am also new to this space. I am Christina Grange and I work at Clayton State as well as I'm a local psychologist based in Atlanta, a neighboring area, but also a product of DeKalb County. I went to high school in DeKalb County and used to live in DeKalb County before I went away to school. So I was able to come to this space because of my presentation at um, another space, Father's ATL. And I think Reggie thought it would be helpful to share some of this information that I've been able to get about co-parenting. With all of our commitment to families, we know that in the Black community, people are co-parenting at particularly, well, people have the opportunity to be co-parenting where people are living across multiple households. And so I wanted to be able to share some perspectives that we've gotten from mothers and soon, hopefully, share some perspectives from fathers about the impact and the challenges and the potential for co parenting. I'll share a little bit of information about that, as well as how we are trying to develop some materials to apply what we're learning about co parenting. So I'm going to go ahead and get into some of that. And this is all specific to Black families, though I'm sure some of the information can generalize. So as you're listening, this is going to be pretty brief. I'm trying to keep it to about 10 minutes because I know everybody's busy. It might be great for you to consider how what I'm sharing has to do with parenting, specifically with children, or co-parenting with the other parent or the other caregiver. All of this is part of the co-parenting in African American families research study. So it's a research study that I initiated really during COVID to better understand co-parenting in the Black community, because only recently have we been talking about co-parenting in this way, though I would offer that Black folks have been co-parenting for a while. However, due to limited research about the non-residential co-parenting experience, we don't have a lot of information about the 89% of African American youth who are living with a solo parent, oftentimes the mom, and what it looks like for them to be engaged in a co-parenting relationship with, or see a co-parenting relationship exist between the people who are caring for them. Um, but we know Black families are different. They are not necessarily nuclear. We are multidimensional, we are multi-generational, and we operate in multiple spaces. So this research is focused on that, as well as highlighting that oftentimes mothers, from what we know in the clinical work, community work, and research, are oftentimes considered the gatekeepers for paternal access. That is not necessarily a good thing. That is, though, how the system is currently set up. So this particular information I'm sharing with you is from the mother's perspective in terms of how they feel in their co-parenting relationship with their child's father specifically. And so I interviewed fathers as well as mothers to get their perspectives, and they were interviewed separately. So today, though, I'm sharing specifically some information from the mothers, where we talked about co-parenting, we defined what that was, and we talked about a range of complexities having to do with co-parenting, as well as barriers to co-parenting. Um, some of that being mythology, some of that being structural, all of it being very significant. And so in this research, we were able to hear mothers' voices, and that's what I'm going to share with you here. How are mothers actually experiencing their co-parenting dynamic? And so some of the mothers spoke to emotional strain, and I'm not going to break down the numbers in terms of the quantitative nature of the data, but I thought it would be helpful for you to hear their voices. And so this is an example of one mother who spoke to the emotional strain of co-parenting, where she said, if you can see the screen, you can read it as well. It's very stressful for me. And she says she thinks that sometimes, she said, I think sometimes when I think about the anxiety of it all, having to worry about all the documentation and getting through school, she said, I mean, you have to do everything, the disciplining, the loving, the education, the doctor's visits. It's just kind of time consuming. And so we found that women spoke to emotional strain as well as the resilience and the resources that help them engage in co-parenting. We also heard from Diamond, who had plenty to say. And one of the things that was really important to honor from her experience with emotional strain is that she feels a lot of guilt in having to have a situation where her kids live across multiple households and having to pack them up, especially when they were young. And she said, I have to really understand in the beginning that there's a lot of guilt. Of course, there's always guilt. That mommy guilt lasts forever. And so her children, she spoke to the fact, are healthy and strong, thriving. Now they're in college. Um, but the process of getting to that was very difficult. And that leads to the fact that many of the women spoke to how they get to their own emotional harmony. So Denise speaks to the fact that she was committed. She said, I was committed to being a woman who loved herself, and it was hard for me to love myself in that romantic relationship. So she left the romantic relationship and was determined to figure out how to be healthy, independent of that, but also while still engaging with the father of her son. She said that the benefits now to her son of her not being in a marriage, but still co parenting, is that her son, gets to see her being a fully independent and autonomous human. Similar to that, we had one mom who's several moms actually who spoke to their growth. And so this is the kind of thing that I think is important for people in the community who are co-parenting to realize where you were is not necessarily where you're going to be. And so supporting people and seeing the possibility for growth, especially from the beginning of a relationship, especially with young families, can be really important. Everybody I'm sharing here is I'm using fake names and fake pictures, but to kind of capture some of the insights they shared. So this mom, she calls herself Black Girl Magic. She said, I had to recognize to release some of my expectations. I had to recognize his humanity and recognize that although it may not measure up to my measuring stick, he's doing the best that he's able to do. And so mothers spoke to honoring not what they thought something should be, but what they realized their co-parent had to actually offer. And some of that is what got them seeing that they experienced growth in their co-parenting relationship. Um, in this case, Blair speaks to the fact that the co-parent later in their relationship, after some tumultuous experiences, was able to come back and he was like, you did all of that. You handled all of that. Blair then spoke to the fact that at one time, the emotional support was absent in her co-parenting relationship. And so she said that after 13 years, they've really come a long way. Um, and so there's this idea of recovery. I don't know if y'all see it in your community work, but or in your personal lives. I'm also a co-parent, so I know it from a personal experience as well. There can be so much strain and pain in the parenting dyad that it's hard to recover. So these quotes are from people who kind of spoke to the recovery. Um, and so this mother said, and what helps with that in terms of resources? She said, and in this case, it's parenting or additional family. One of the benefits that I didn't is that I don't just get my ex-husband in the family support dynamic. I actually get his whole family because he lives in a house, family members are in a house with family members. So I have a whole network like within 5 blocks away where I can be able to send them the children and wake up and nobody's asking mommy, can I have this or can I have that? And so they really spoke to, in some cases, how important it was for recovery. And so I think an important question with research is always going to be, what do we do with the information that we have? How are we going to get it to community? How do we translate it? And so I'm working with a colleague, Talipa and Bosni, and we're talking about like, how do we use this information to impact families and communities? And so one of her frameworks is co-parenting power, where there's a focus on a vision, guiding values, and aligned action. And these are the types of things that in applied co-parenting work, we encourage families to think about. What is your shared vision for your child? What are your values around co-parenting? But also, what are your values that it can sometimes be hard to live consistently with, but nonetheless, the opportunity is there for us to do it each and every day. So we take families through activities that I give to Leba credit for developing to really consider what is your guiding force and what's motivating you in the potential for a co-parenting relationship. We have breakout sessions where people do this in small groups, etc. I'm sharing this information. I'm going to stop now about the research and how we're trying to translate it so that people can know that this work is happening. Um, this information that I shared is only from the mother's perspective, like I said. Fathers have a very rich and textured and complicated perspective on their own. And so we have that research and we're trying to figure out how to get that analysis done so that we can have both sides of the coin represented in our effort to impact families who are non-nuclear and working with a variety of complexities as well as resources. So when I was invited to share, I was happy to do so. Um, and if there's any way that this work can benefit your organization, I'm happy to discuss that whenever it's good to do so.
Absolutely. Thank you. Yes. And make sure you put your contact information there
I
in the chat.
did.
Oh, awesome.
Hmm. Well, I
And
put it on
just
the link.
okay, yeah, do give that. But also, if you can just like put in there
Put it in the
just in case
chat.
anybody wanted
Okay.
to reach out to you right quick. But also,
Mhm.
and just to make sure. And now this the information that you gathered now were these from moms just in the metro area? Was it across the state, or where were they?
Yep, I actually cut some of that out because I wasn't sure if people wanted to know all that methodology, but you do, so I'm here for it. So yeah, these are moms that were participating in virtual focus groups during the pandemic, and so they were everywhere. So like that mother who talked about having family within 5 blocks, if you can imagine regions that talk about blocks, she was in the Northeast. A lot of people were in the Southeast because that's where we are, that's where I am and my network is. And we not recorded, but recruited people through social media, online mechanisms, and did most of the focus groups during the pandemic, for the most part. I just put my email in the chat.
That's awesome. Yes,
I
I
have a
see Teresa
question.
on. I know that's we are doing the Resilient Kids here in DeKalb County. I know a lot of that information would be great to have. And some of
I have a
I know a
question.
lot of organizations work with parents, single moms, and we also have the dads as well. So,
Yeah.
I know a lot of
Yeah.
people.
And so our goal is how can we increase the number of families who are working together, even if they're not romantically involved anymore? And as you know, I think you might know, and I'm not sure if other people here know. I want to share that flyer, but I don't have it on my computer. There's actually, it's complicated to help people who might no longer even like each other work together in a co-parenting relationship. But that's what we're committed to figuring out how to do. And as a sidebar, there's an event or a webinar going on Friday, not about co-parenting, but about about how to navigate the child custody system, not child custody, child support system. Are you familiar with that event?
I think I shared that in our group. Yeah, because that's
Okay,
through
great.
one of the Fathers Matter
Yeah,
committee.
that's
Yes.
through the Black Female Fathers Scholarship Network. And so, which Dr. Rollins, as you know, was a part of. Well, you might not know, but she's a part of it.
I know.
So she
Yeah.
might have promoted it as well. So want to share all the resources and figure out how to get this information to communities in a productive way. So thanks so much for inviting me. And thank you for the feedback in the chat.
No, yeah, thank you. Yes, co-parenting is good because listen, but I always tell people I don't like to, always, put a lot of personal stuff out there. But I say, listen, if my children's mother and I can get along, anybody, anybody should be able to.
And it's different in the beginning, right? Like it's a journey. And I think
Yes,
it's young people, I
yes.
want them to know it's a journey. Like it's real terrible right now, but y'all might not always be here. It can
Right,
change.
I have a
Please,
question.
Christina,
I have a
fill
question.
out the Google form so that we can contact you.
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
I
wonderful.
followed
Okay.
the directives.
okay.
I have a
So okay, so
question. I was wondering because it seems like this program would do good on the ground. You know, I I love how it did happen during COVID, so a lot of online because I'm almost positive that the families that could really get that with the younger people, the people who are you know uh, within wraparound services and things like that because we have a lot of young people, baby mamas, baby daddies in the that aren't on that online, that you're not going to be able to reach online at all. The ones that are in the streets, the ones that are,
Yeah. Yeah. So that was just
yeah,
for the research, right? That was just for the
yeah,
research. But Taliba and I are talking about what it looks like to translate the actual findings into programmatic content to benefit folks on the ground, to your point, Savannah. So that would happen through organizations like y'all's. Um,
right, to partner with for things,
knowing that
yeah.
the resources are available, you know? And yeah, so we yeah, we're doing this work kind of bit by bit. So I'm a clinician, I'm a psychologist, private practice, as well as I do the research, but I don't have an organization like y'all's. And I'm not going to, because y'all have these great organizations.
Right? That's
So
why
Right.
we here.
yeah, so if there's a way to support, then just let me know. And I
Yeah.
believe in not reinventing the wheel, but maximizing, tools that can be good ingredients, the ingredients for the good work that you guys are already doing. So
Yes.
just let me know.
Awesome.
And thanks
Thank you.
so much, Reggie, for inviting me. I appreciate that.
Thank, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Okay, so I do see we do have another guest. I see Queen Shantae invited someone. I do see that she was able they're able to log on. I hope I'm is Lavisa Zanders Johnson. Lavisa Lavez. I hope I'm saying that correctly.
Hey, good
Hey,
morning. It's Lavisa
hey.
Xander Johnson. Sorry, I was
Yes.
trying to find the screen again.
I can relate. Zoom be all over the place sometimes.
Exactly. But yes, good morning. Happy to be here. I'm Chief of Staff in Commissioner Ladina Bolton's office, which is DeKalb County Super District 7 Commission office.
And I do see Ladina actually on. So um, if you can come on and introduce yourself.
Yes, thank you. I'm here and thank you for the invitation. I'm, as Lavisa said, I'm the Super District 7 Commissioner and I represent the entire eastern half of the county. And so we were invited on by the Queen, actually for a couple of months. I know there's been a little bit of difficulty with managing the schedule, but it was great to be able to join you today. I did get on a little bit late. I realized the Zoom had changed, but I appreciate how your organizations come together to discuss some of the most urgent issues that we have in DeKalb and strategies on how you can work together in order to provide resources, some of which I think may be good for you to connect with either our community development department or human services, who work more closely with our families, and they have partners, nonprofit partners in DeKalb that they lean on quite a bit to help with either reaching folks in the community or help with distribution of resources, depending on what it is that they're trying to do. So if you're not already connected, I think it would be a great idea for you to connect with our human services department, which is divided up into both youth services and senior services, but of course they provide support for all families. But thank you again for the invitation.
Oh, no, thank you. Absolutely, yeah. And I'm glad we have several board members from the so we are the CAP CRN, which is the connective, body we meet. We meet on Zoom. We're actually and stay on the lookout. We're actually gonna do some in-person meetings again soon. But we're also sort of affiliated with the DeKalb Initiative for Children and Families, and we have some board members on there. And so that's more of a the family connection, which is funded by the state and has more connections. So definitely want to see if we can, connect in all those areas. And DICF and the CAP CRN, neither one of us are political bodies, and we don't endorse any political candidates. However, we do endorse voting, and I think early voting just started. So make sure if you all are registered, which I know you all are, make sure y'all vote. And if you're not, register as Miss Nadine. I know she's on. She can get y'all registered. So make sure y'all get that on and done. So yes, but please, yeah, I would love to connect with your with the people there, and we can go connect and we can build that relationship out. Um, I do see a name I think I've seen before. Is that Tatiana? Are you? Is this your first time ever being here?
Hi, hello. Yes, this is my first. We are acquainted though.
Welcome, welcome. Okay, so could you introduce yourself, please?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. My name is Tatiana Torres. I am a prevention specialist at a nonprofit based here in Atlanta, Georgia. Um, we do everything from mental health, substance abuse, HIV, STI prevention, youth prevention, veteran housing, etc.
Hey, Miss
Awesome. Okay.
Tatiana. You remember Reggie? We met her at the DeKalb
Yes, I
DeKalb
remember.
Public
Okay.
Health at the HIV thing. Hey, girl.
Yeah, I was like, do look familiar. Hey, thank you for coming out. Yeah,
Mhm.
as a matter of fact, I know I do see the next meeting, HIV meeting with Megan's coming up. Is it next week or
Mhm.
week after next?
Yes, please let us know if you want to tell everybody when your next meeting is. That'd be great.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, I think I have.
Let me see. So are you are as far as the cab, I believe that's next week.
Let me,
Okay, perfect. And
Yeah.
another announcement, real quick, just to piggyback off of Miss Tatiana. So she's working with the CAB Public Health, but they also are urging everyone to reach out to them. I also spoke to someone, they actually reached out to me again last week.
Hold on, pause.
Reggie, I
Could you
forgot to
introduce
tell
yourself
you.
before you start speaking, please?
Oh, don't do me like that. Hey y'all, it's Savannah. Maybe okay. So most of you know me. I'm sorry. I'm the co-chair. Reggie's my bestie. When you see him, you see me. You see me, you see him. I am Savannah Green with Terp Life. Excuse me. I provide services for the deaf community. So that the deaf community is a community that's really pretty much overlooked when it comes to services and different things like that. As a sign language interpreter, that's what I do. So I'm also the co-chair here for the meeting. I was just late today. I apologize. My internet's active funky. So, but here I am. And hey, Miss Nadine, how you doing? Um, so now I forgot what I was saying. Oh,
The HIV thing.
about public health, the CAB Public Health. They also reached out again last week to me. They are urging people to organizations, excuse me, to reach out to them. They have a new van. Well, a new what do we
Yeah.
call that? A new mobile unit. So, and they have time. They've gotten a brand new mobile unit. It's rewrapped. So they're urging organizations to have them kind of pull up to any of your events that you got going on. If you want to curate an event with them, feel free. I will the cab health is actually attached to this as well. They're in our network here. So one Reggie or I or myself will put someone's contact in the chat for you all. So if you have something coming up, please reach out to them for the mobile unit.
This is I'm gonna put Joseph Davis. He's what? Yeah. So I'm going to put his information there because he's the one who told us about it. So if he's not the one, then he can get you
Exactly.
to the one. But yeah,
Exactly.
with the Board of Health. So yeah, by all means, they are looking for places to bring that out. So if y'all can give them some stuff. Okay, Miss Nadine, I see your hammer come to you, but Tamilia, I know since I know Tatiana mentioned the mental health, and I saw you put it up there. I want to give you an opportunity to talk about what we had going on, and I know we have a meeting for people to come on and find out a little bit more how they can participate in the Healing Hype. So could you talk a little bit more about that?
Yes, hello everyone. How you guys doing?
Hey, hey.
Yes, I wanted to talk about the Healing Hype channel. The Healing Hype channel is a dedicated platform that's sponsored by Underground Madness ATL TV Network, and we focus on mental health, wellness, and awareness campaigns. We're creating PSAs, conversations, and storytelling. So we are here for you to amplify your voice and bring your awareness to the issue that matters the most in our community. So we would love for you guys to be a part of the Heal and Hype initiative. We will be having a link, Zoom link that you can join so we can you can get more familiar about what we offer as far as the PSAs and being a part of our conversation, our Let's Talk Minds. And the Let's Talk Minds is it's the first conversation that I would like to film. It's a 1 hour segment that will be on the Heal and Hype channel. And I want you guys to actually be a part of that. So I would want you to join the live. Reggie will send it out. He will send out the Zoom. And I'm looking for a location to film this Let's Talk Minds and looking for people who would like to be on a panel as well. We will be shooting a lot of conversations. So we have plenty of episodes that you guys can get on. If you can't get on the first one, the Let's Talk Minds, you'll be able to get on the second one. But I did put the flyer and the information in the chat that you guys can get familiar with the price of the PSA. I will be coming out to your location to film the PSA. Will be up to 30 to 60 seconds of the PSAs to bring awareness of anything that you guys would like to talk about your mission, and it will be integrated with QR codes that will actually send the audience to your form, your website, or any type of resources that you have available. And basically that's it. We're still working on, basically I'm just working on this. I will be coming out with the Hip Hop for Health soon, but I'm just focusing on getting this Heal and Hype initiative up and running on ATL TV network. So if you guys would like to join us, you can just email me. I did fill out the form with my information. And I would like to see you guys and partner with you guys. And let's take this beyond, beyond Georgia. It can go international because it's on the network.
Yeah. Yes, definitely make sure y'all download that ATL TV network, available on Roku.
Yeah,
Apple.
Apple TV. We on Roku, Apple TV, Fire Stick, all mobile devices. So you can that's with your Android and iPhones.
Awesome. Okay, Miss Nadine, I saw your hand.
Yes, good afternoon. Thank you, Reginald. Thank you all for definitely being here because this momentum have really grown to be what we've looked at it to be, and want to thank you all. Just wanted to piggyback on Savannah. Hey, Savannah, and just to mention, I've asked several of the, uh, I would say, directors to possibly come on and just give information out from the DeKalb Public Health Department because it's a lot of things that's going on and it'd be helpful for a lot of the organizations. I'm one of the co-chairs of the Live Health of DeKalb, and I've been always asking Reggie, is it okay to connect you all with it? Because this is what it's about, sharing so we can be empowered to know what to do for ourselves and live well. It's all, and of course, I'm co-founder of South Carolina Neighborhood Advocates, which is health and wellness organization. I thrive on trying to live our best life. And thank you so much, Reginald. Thank you. And I was gonna say, hey, Queen. Thank you.
Grand Rising.
Yes.
That's awesome. So yeah, so and all right. Grady, I saw you I saw you post something earlier from Mom Biz Boss. People who may have come back in and seen after you posted that. So if you could, a couple seconds just talk a little bit about that. Okay, well, I'll come back to you. Is there anyone else who has anything upcoming that they would like to talk about?
I have one
Anything that they
more
would like to share?
thing, Reggie, that I just
Sure.
want to mention. Is that I am part of the UN's Commission on the Status of Women for women of African descent from the Americas and the Caribbean only. So these are women that are born in either North or South America of African descent. And our event is in March. So I will be looking to get any kind of inputs from the women in this network as well as the women in my other networks to deliver that inputs back to the UN during our meeting in March in New York for the UN CSW 70 event. So if you are a woman who was born in either North or South America or Central America, and you have some input or issues that you would like represented at the UN in March, please reach out to me so that we can put together our policy inputs and make sure that we are represented. There was prior to last year, there was no group or committee that was for our voice. We had groups for those who were representing the women who were born in Africa, but a lot of their interests and policies are not in alignment with some of the interests and policies that we have living here and the experiences that we have. So we want to make sure that our voice is heard and represented at the United Nations level as well. And when we are in those rooms, trust me, many of us, there's no one really that looks like us in those rooms. So please, let's not miss the opportunity to have our voice heard and represented. If you are a woman that was born here in North, Central, or South America, reach out so that we can get our policy and inputs together before March. Thank you.
Thank you much. Okay, Miss Nadine, I see your hand again.
Sorry, trying to get off you. My apologies. I was intending to say hello to my commissioners, the district commissioner, Ladina Bolton, to everyone. I encourage you, if you're in her district or not, sign up for the her newsletters because she is out in the community. I've known her for years and always have helped her, and that's just my personal. But I do know she gets things done, and I just encourage everybody to always get to know who represent you so you can, share if there's any issues or concerns that is needed in your community. I know we pitched that to, persons that of constituents to the area, but it's always to organizations as well because you can have them to come out and talk, to your organization. I just want to state that. Thank you, Reginald.
I've been doing this a lot of years, and we've had a lot of representative people wanting to represent people on all levels, and I can honestly say that there are very few people who want to represent us who actually come out and be, with us. So I'm always noticing that, especially the politician representatives who are in the community when it's not an election cycle. So, always pay attention to those. Like, right, but, pay attention and know because these are the people that actually make the decisions and you can influence them because you know them. So, um, all righty. It is 12:56. If unless there's anything else, I'm going to go ahead and let you all go back. I will look to get get the sheet out and the recording uploaded by this evening and get that out. So if anybody has any flyers or anything that y'all want to go out, send those to me. I will get the link out to the meeting. So for anyone who is interested in the Healing Hype, wants to participate in that, wants to find out how you can do that, y'all can log on and do that. And definitely please share it with any mental health professional or anybody that you know who is anyway attached to mental health, so they can be a part of that. And with that said, I'll see y'all next month. And happy Monday. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Have a good day.
Have a good one. Thank you.
Thank you, Reginald. Y'all have a great week.
Y'all as well. Bye.